Yo, I told niggas, bro. Look, he's running with the stroller.
Look at this baby, huh? He threw the nigga baby in the garbage. Bro, you remember my story?
What's going on? Welcome to Ears to the Street with Factor Entertainment. Me, it's HG. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. And you know, this video just goes to show you we have youth out here who are just misguided, uneducated, lack of morals, lack of principles, lack of respect, and they don't understand the line of what you can call demarcation when it comes to, even when it comes to things that go on a street level. You know, at one time we knew as a youth, or at least in my generation, and probably a little under my generation, we knew that if we were having a situation with a rival gang, me being from the south side of Chicago, I grew up in gang culture, or just having some what they would call ops, oppositions. We knew if we seen them and they were with children, or if they were with a parent, someone elderly, if they weren't amongst their own peers, we understood, okay, this isn't the time to violently approach these oppositions. Out of respect, understanding the line of demarcation, understanding boundaries, and it's like there's no boundaries anymore with us. Like everything goes. I don't get it. We have here some young black males run into opposition, someone they're feuding with. And as you can see, and this is an old clip, you guys, but this is my first time seeing it, so that's why I'm talking on it. Some of you might have knowledge of this because this was a while ago. But this guy's running in fear of his life, and he's running, and unfortunately, this happened while he either had his son or has someone's child with him, and he's running with the stroller. And, I couldn't find a video that showed the whole incident. However, the guys who were chasing this gentleman with the child, I'm assuming that they didn't physically hurt him. I don't know, but they had to do something because they threw the child in the garbage. They threw the child in the garbage. And, that's just where it seems that a lot of black communities are going, in the garbage. There's no code anymore. There's a lack of respect, a lack of just doing something in a way where there's integrity in it. There's integrity if you are having some type of street beef, and I don't condone violence, and I don't condone violence unnecessarily. If you're in fear for your life in regards to someone actually trying to take your life or harm your life, then I believe self-defense is always warranted. If you're, and I understand street politics, I understand the street life. Like I said, Southside Chicago, grew up in two of the worst neighborhoods that's on the South Side. And I even understand when two feuding neighborhoods or gangs, are feuding, and when you see them, it's a green light. And when they see you, they know it's a green light. But at least in my era, we understood, okay, this guy's, we caught him. We caught him lacking. But he's not by himself, and he's not around his other gang members. He's not around his other peers that are also in opposition with us. He's with his mother. She has nothing to do with this. He's with his kids right now, and that's the thing. Like, now the youth these days, they're baby killers. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie, The Professional, but even the professional killer, regarding to this movie, said no women, no children. So there's a code there. We understand that, all right, we're at odds, we're beefing, and we've been killing each other, which is ridiculous, but that's what the culture is. That's part of life, in the Black community and in other communities as well. But I'm speaking to my specific race. So we understand that, but you guys don't even have the sense or the integrity or the discipline not to attack children and women. If you're gonna be in the game, all right, cool, I get it. But you guys are, and they just threw the kid in the trash, and it's not they just did that because that's a horrible thing to do. I'm glad that these guys had enough to, and this is me assuming, because I didn't see the full video. At least, they didn't kill the kid, I don't know what happened to the guy who was running with the kid, with the stroller, but it just shows you symbolically and realistically, it just shows you where we are headed, how bad it has gotten, the lack of guidance. And, we all have to take responsibility, especially if you're of a certain age. And even and that's the thing, we've gotten to a place in our communities and in society where, we just shut the door, go in our house, go in our homes, and, we don't worry about it. We just don't worry about it. I run into Black youth all the time, and I always position myself to let them know that, I'm not the one to try. However, I respect you. What's going on? How you doing, young brother? Everything's all good. There's no judgment from me because I understand it, because I used to be the young kid that people looked at and feared me before they even opened up their mouth to talk to me. So I make it a point not to do that same thing. And then I'm not scared of none. I'm not scared of anyone. So because I understand, that we're on an even playing ground when it comes to physicality. We're on an even playing ground. The same thing that can happen to me is the same thing that can happen to you. So it's just a matter of, when it comes to something physical, it's just a matter of who has the advantage at the end of the day, or who has who has the drop, or who has the physicality to overpower the next person. However, that's not my first mind when I see young Black men or young Black women. My first mind is to just see what's up with them, see where their mind is at, and a lot of young brothers I run into, some people will cower from these young brothers or sisters, but they be nice kids. Like, they be like nice kids, probably, knuckleheads running around, but some of these be real nice kids. And a lot of them are just, misguided and don't have proper guidance. And that's what we have to implement more into our communities, just the proper guidance. Quit shunning them so much. Now, of course, you got some that's out here and they're wild, and it's probably best to stay clear of them. But even those are misguided. You have to understand, or you have to just make up in your mind, are you going to have the guile and the courage to intervene in a situation, not in a violent situation, but intervene where you see they may be going the wrong route, and offer some words of guidance and encouragement and some game to let them know, like, man, you have the world is your oyster right now. You could be doing so many positive, uplifting, encouraging, and fun things, and profitable things, you don't have to be running around with a gun trying to kill another black man because you want to be the toughest, or that's how that's what the example has been growing up. And that's all you've seen. So you think that's the right thing to do. And that's the problem with a lot of black male youth, especially, and women. I'm not going to even just categorize it for the men, for the males. We have bad examples, grew up with a lot of bad examples. And that's because of the lack of the fathers and, and overworked mothers and, vice versa. So, let's get it together, y'all. Definitely, I hate it, watching this video, them throwing a child in the garbage. And, let's clean up our community. Let's clean up our mind states. And let's do better, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. This is HG. I'm out. Peace.
I'm from the streets with a hood to swallow a man. I'm from the streets with a hood to swallow a man. I'm from the